7 shop a day by the fourth master. The next are 2 shop a day by the fifth master. This Chopada describes the stages through which mind-body system falls through on the path to the journey. It's into 4 stages. Very first stage. Maajh Mehla5 Chopade Kar Pehla Mera Lochey Darsan Taayeen. Lochna. Lochna means very intense desire, yearning. Yearning for what? Mera Lochey. My mind is desirous of what? Guru Darsan Taayeen. I want to experience you. Whosoever you are, whatsoever you are a Guru, you are a God, you are a Allah, I want to experience you. I have heard about it. I have read about it. But I have not experienced you. For experiencing, the only tool I have, only means I have, are my senses. 5 physical senses and my intellect, which is non-physical in nature. But everybody keeps saying, you cannot experience Him through the senses. Then I am doomed right from the beginning. I don't know what that sense is which can experience you. But I do want to experience. Lochey, Guru Darsan Taayeen. My mind is yearning. Even though I have no clue. Somebody might ask the question, when you don't have a clue, why are you yearning? That's the question I must answer for myself. Why I am yearning? Why I am running after something that I have no idea about? The answer is very simple, yet very profound. What I have right now tells me that there has to be something better. This cannot be all there is. Because I see my dog every day. And he lives the life the way I am living. He sleeps in the night, I sleep in the night. He gets up in the morning, I get up in the morning. He eats, I eat. He does something all day, I do something all day. He eats in the evening and I do. And he goes to sleep and I go to sleep. And the cycle starts all over again. My mind does not accept the fact that there is no difference between the life of a dog and the life of a human. There has to be something. Well, not only that, when I read the scriptures, every evolved soul says, yes, there is something different. That increases my journey. That pushes me. And the thought that I am living the life of a dog does not let me sleep. I thought I was not an animal. I thought I was better than animals. I control the animal kingdom through my intellect, even though they are a lot more powerful than I am. So I'm smarter than them. That means there's something more in me that's not in the animal kingdom or bird kingdom or the vegetable kingdom or the stone kingdom. In human kingdom, there is something more. I see the proof of that all around. That's why there is a yearning, absolute burning desire, a kind of urgency that I need to confirm it. I need to see it for myself. I need to experience it. Mera5 Lochey. How much is the urgency? बिल्प करे चादरिक की न्याय. Chadrik, I do not know the English word for this bird. This bird cannot satisfy its cannot quench its thirst by drinking water straight. It has to keep its mouth up, waiting for the rain to drop directly into the mouth. Anyone who can think of the name of the bird, I'll be obliged, but at this time bird is Chadrik or Papia. These are two words in our language. Now, since he cannot quench his thirst, all he can do is wait. And the longer he waits, the more painful it gets. He's not waiting for the rainy season, the rain to come. Bilp kare. He's literally crying. Bilkana. That is the word for relentless crying. Crying for what? For a drop of water. And you are to me like a drop of water, which is going to come from somewhere, but I don't know where. The rain is coming down. The bird is sitting with his mouth up. You don't know which drop is going to fall into the mouth. Or all of the rain might go away, and he may not get the drop. Same is the condition of the seeker. Mera5 Lochey gur darshan Taayeen. बिल्प करे चादरिक की न्याय. त्रिखा न उतरे, शांत न आवे, मेरे दर्शन संत प्यारे जी. The thirst is not quenched. Hence, I am not at peace. त्रिखा न उतरे, शांत न आवे. I am not at peace. I am not at peace with myself. I am not at peace with the things around me. I am completely restless. What do I need? Mera5 Lochey gur darshan Taayeen. I need that glimpse. I need to know that the state in which you exist is that state also the way which I am existing. Common logic answer is no. No. I can just make a hypothetical answer and sit. Confirm it. Trikhana utare sant na aave in darshan sant pyare jiyo. O all powerful. O beloved of all. This is the state of my mind. I am telling you as if you don't know. So what else is there for me to do anyway? I know you know. But I have no other choice but to repeat myself to you loud and clear, leaving no ambiguity that I need. हमको लीजिए खोल कुमाई गुरदर्शन संत प्यारे जियो रहा. This hymn, as I said, these are 4 stages. So every stage is followed by the word Rahao. Rahao literally means stop here and ponder upon it. Somebody thought he is going to be very smart and write a story about it, and they wrote a fictional story. So a story that has been propagating, and particularly the Sikhs are quite familiar with the story that the fourth master sent his son to Lahore and told him, don't come back till I call you back. And then months went by and he did not get a message to come back. So the son decided to write a letter to the father. And the first line that I just read to you, first letter. His older brother was very jealous of his nearness to the father, so he ended up getting his hands on that letter. He hid the letter and did not tell the father. Then he wrote the second letter. Not get that letter in the hands of the father directly also. And he wrote the third letter. Third letter reached the father's hands. Father immediately called the son back, and the father asked, this is the third letter in series, where are the other 2? And the younger one said, father, I don't know. The older one said there was no 2 letters. Eventually those 2 letters were also discovered, and they said, well, who wrote these? And he lied and said, I wrote those 2. Father said, okay. Since he claims that he wrote those 3 letters, you claim that you have written the first 2 letters, why both of you don't sit down and write the 4th letter that matches this? And the younger one was able to write it, and the older one was not able to write it. It's a complete false story. Why? Because the Gurwani, mystical literature, is not a poetry. It is the word from the beyond. That's why every time, there's the same thing about Quran. Every time anybody will ask, Muhammad, where you are getting this, they say, I don't know. It's coming to me and I'm reciting. He was not even writing it down. He will go sit in the desert there and the words will just flow through him. That's why the word used for this is Alham. It's a paigam. Alham means direct message given from the creative energy to the person. Same is true about Gurbani. Nanak or Guru Arjan did not write this. He is not a composer. He is not a kawal. He is not a poet. He is a mystic. And the mysticism is the energy just flows through. You just get out of the way of the energy. So, how do we know that the energy is flowing or somebody is writing? There is a very simple test. A poet will always say to you, listen to my words. Don't it? या ख्याल सुनिए, ये नया आइडिया, नया अंदाज देखिए. Poet would want you to pay attention to what he's saying. Listen to my words. What does that mean? It means that ego is present. It was present when he wrote it. It's present when he is reciting it. And if you are not paying attention, he will draw your attention to it and say, these are my words, so that you can clap and you can give money. The point. Poet cannot live without the ego. Mystic has no place for ego. Nothing to do with ego. To him, he is the complete emptiness. When the wind blows through the tree and there is a sound, what is the tree contributing the sound? The leaves are there, the branches are there. Even though we use the language, say, trees are making sound. Are they? How forgetful we have become about our language. How careless. Trees can make sound. Somebody else's. He's forcing the wind into them. And the wind is waving the leaves, and the leaves vibration is what we are catching. So, a mystic, another word for that is Brahmgyani, has no ego. He cannot say, I wrote it. It was written through them. That's his create. The story is completely false, but it's repeated very often. These are four stages. They are not 4 letters. 4 stages of evolution. So what's the first stage? Mera, Lochey. I have a desire. I have a need. I have a yearning. I have a fire inside that's burning for me to experience you. So once that desire becomes this intense, what would be the next stage? To start looking for the means, because the means that you have currently are inadequate. The 5 senses are inadequate. 6th sense only is slightly helpful because it understands and tells you what it is. But it can't get there. Get where? You don't even know that. Two sadhus sitting together was trying to show each other off. Says my guru went to the 7th place, 7th heaven. The other one said, well, my went to the 13th heaven, but he didn't see your guru on the 7th. That's a mind game. There is no 7th heaven, there is no 13th heaven, and there is no 20th heaven. But they're trying to show each other. Ego is a funny thing. There were 2 friends, childhood friends. As the life went on, they grew apart. One ended up becoming the king of the area. Other became a great guru. Lots of followers. So happened, once they were passing through the same town where the king was also there, and the disciples told the guru, the master, that your childhood friend is here. Well, that's great. Let's meet him. Now, king was also told that your childhood friend and he's a great master now. He said, let's meet him. Make the arrangements. Clean the area completely and decorate it and all that. The disciple went to the master and said, you know, he's trying to show off his wealth to you. Decorating it and he's cleaning everything up and he's absolutely busy that he's going to dazzle you with his wealth. That's all right. In the evening they are meeting, he goes there. The king looks at the childhood friend, gets up from the throne, goes to meet him, embrace him. And what he sees is that all of his dress is geared with the mud. He's surprised by that. And he asks, I have cleaned this whole area so well. Where the heck did you get this? How did you get into this? He said, well, I thought since you are trying to impress me with your wealth, I'm going to impress you with my poverty. He said, well, I was not going to embrace you, but now I must embrace you. Neither you have gone anywhere nor I have gone anywhere. Both standing exactly on the same side where we started. Let me impress you with my poverty. I wasn't trying to impress you, but since you are trying to impress, you are just as egotistical as I am. So it's a very funny thing. Don't we say, well, everybody is intelligent, but I am actually the least of all of them. Doesn't it sound so humble? Least of all of them. See how we are outsmarting ourselves? If you are the poor one, why the put word all of? What does that mean? Make a list and put my name at the bottom. What's the game here? Turn the paper upside down, I'm still on the top. All you need to do is look from the opposite side. I am not going to get lost in the crowd. I am going to stand alone. The one who is at the top stands alone. One who is at the bottom stands alone. Hence, I am the dumbest of all of you guys. You are all very smart. Isn't it enough to say I am dumb? No, but that doesn't put my name at the last. A mystic has no use for the games like this. And this is Brahmagyan. This is a word from the beyond. It's a direct message. It cannot be anybody's letter to his father. So once I have this, now I am going to be wondering where you are. I need to see you. And it's the next stage. Tera mukh suhava jiyo, sahaj gunwani. Fir hova dekhe sarang pani. Tan sudesh jahan tu vasya mere, sajjan meet murare. Tan sudesh. What is that state of existence where you are in? What is that place, if there is any? All I hear is, Tera mukh suhava jiyo. That you are very pleasant to look at. That's all I know. And I don't even know, I haven't heard about it. Tera mukh suhava jiyo, sahaj gunwani. And you speak in a very loving way. But that's somebody else's experience. Somebody told me so. I have not known it. I have not known a chir hoa dekha saal mein. So much time has passed since my cyclical life started on this planet. Take birth and die and take birth and die. So many lives and deaths have gone. I have completely forgotten what it is like, what it could be like. What experience would that be? But I do hear this. So then tell me, Tanusade Jahan tu vasya. Then that state of existence, that place where you would be, must be also very, very unique and different. Says Jahan tu vasya. मेरे सज्जन मीत मुरारे जी आओ कोली जियो कोल कुमाई आओ कोली आओ कोल कुमाई गुरु सज्जन मीत मुरारे जियो रहा. I'm surrendering myself to you. I'm holy. Oh my friend, I have a yearning to see you, to meet you, to experience you. Where you are. Give me a hint. That's the second stage. What's happening? The urgency is building. The intensity is growing. Or what? The very first stage. Very first stage which had said, Mera Lochey Darsan. That lochana, that yearning, that burning desire is increasing in intensity, inside and outside. What's the third stage? एक घड़ी न मिलते का युग होता उनका तो मेरी ये प्रियदुत भगवंता मुझे रैन न विहावे नींद न आवे देख देख के गुर दरबार. Now what you stage it is now neither I can sleep nor I can stay awake. Life has become miserable. Because the yearning to meet the lover is so intense now. एक घड़ी न मिलते तो कल युग होता. What's the Kali Yuga? Being defined here. Kali Yuga is not a time space where something started happening and something stopped happening. Kali Yuga is when you are separated. What was Sat Yuga? Go commandment. Sita had its own Sat Yuga Santokh ka Dharma Jaya Dharma. Topic. Yuga. What is the Yuga? State of mind. Sat Yuga. You are completely contented. Contented alive. Sat Yuga Santokh. Early. Trete and Dwapar. Jat and Tab. What is Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga Adanka. And there is a burning all around and there is no solution to the problem. When you actually ask anyone, when you meet for the first time, how are you? I'm fine, thank you for asking. And the story ends. Then you sit down with them for a while. And you pick up a specific topic. How's the job? How's the children? How's the wife? How's the husband? How's his friend? And slowly the details start coming out. Mind that there is not a single mind-body system who can say, I am completely happy, contented, satisfied with this life, whatever I No, no, no. I am quite happy with it. Just haven't looked deep enough. Qurbani says there is not a single person on this planet who does not want life to be something different than it is right now. Not a single person. No matter what he claims or she claims. There is something in their life they want different. That means contentment and happiness isn't there. But here the discontent is not about the life. Here the Kali Yuga is, ek ghari na milte to Kali Yuga hota. I am experiencing the Kali Yuga. Why? Because I am separate from you. I am away from you. I can't experience your closeness, your nearness. And I don't know when I shall I meet. When will I meet? There is no guarantee. There is no mystic on this planet who will tell you that you come to me for so many days, weeks, months, years, etc. and I will make it happen for you. If anybody is doing that, they are false prophets. Please run away from them. They are lying. They need your money. They just need you as a disciple. They are vote counters. How many, larger is the count, larger is the guru. Isn't it? That's what's going on here in the world. Who also went to have such a big market and he had so many countries. Also what? The world does not exist of only those who are following this. What happened to the rest who are not following? There are more than 6 billion people on this planet. If any one master is the eternal guru, how come it hasn't affected everybody one? Why only two are interested and the others are not? Obviously, either the others don't want it, or he doesn't have the energy, or a combination of both. Same goes here. How come we can only address in here 5, 10, 20 people, and this house is not filled? Combination of both. I don't have that enough energy, as well as the people don't want it. Both sides make it happen. Run away from the false prophets. उनकत मिलिए प्रिय तुद भगवंता मोए रैन ना बेहावे. I am absolutely restless during the night. I can't sleep. नींद ना आवे. I can't get a wink of eye. बिन देखे गुर दरबारे जियो. हाँ कोली जियो कोल कुमाई ते सच्चे गुर दरबारे. I am yearning for you, but not for the false. सच्चे गुर दरबारे. The true, the real one. I am not going to be happy with the pseudo coin. I'm not going to be happy with the false prophet. I'm not going to be happy with it unless I can see what you are, how you are, who you are. When the yearning gets to the level where nothing else is acceptable, no exception, then what happens? The fourth stage. Aag hoa gure sant milaya. Then a master suddenly appears. It's come, I tell you the way. These are not the senses that are going to help you. These senses are only outside. अब हुआ बुरे संत मिलाया प्रभ अविनाशी घर में पाया. Say, stop using the help of the outside senses. Turn inward. But I have no senses inward. He says, yes, you have. You just don't know they are there. Develop them. How do I develop them? I'll quiet that mind. Silence that mind. Once that mind stops running, you will start seeing your inner senses. So long as the outer mind is running, the inner senses are not going to be helpful. The answer to your question. What do we say? Quiet. Try to quieten, silence the mind so that it can hear something else which is not of 20 decibel level, but which is very small. It's quantum in nature. That's why quantum theory of science is getting closer to the spiritual thinking of the mystics of the East. That's exactly the reason. They have stopped measuring the distance of planets and the galaxies and this. They have started measuring the distance between the photons. They have gone inward. They are going inside the matter rather than outside the matter. They could not go it before because there were not enough electron microscopes that can keep on going deeper and deeper. There were telescopes, right? The means to look outside were developed much, much earlier in the human consciousness than the means to look inside. The electron microscopes are not enough anymore. Now the radiology is coming to help them. Electromagnetism is becoming now suddenly a visible force. They can literally see the magnetic forces floating around. Even though we as humans fight the magnetic and gravitational force 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we sleeping and awake. You're not aware, are we? Anybody can tell as to how did the gravity adjust my body so that it doesn't fall down? The skeletal is fighting against the gravitational forces whether it's lying down or whether it's standing up. But today the instruments are available where you can actually physically see through the instrument, look, this energy pulled you in this direction. That's why you're standing up. Look how they are balanced. The center of gravity is passing through your body rather than, how do we say erect? We say erect because the center of gravity is fighting through our core. Telescopes were visible way before even Galileo science. Those those measuring instruments are now available and we are watching a single quanta jumping one from place to the other. Somebody said that with a fast moving camera, he was able to take 3,700 shots of the same quanta simultaneously. That mind-boggling for a physical scientist. So wait a minute, I can take one picture of the quanta here, and if it moves here, I can take the same picture. No, it's not moving. It's staying right there, but there is a picture of that too. 3,700 shots of the same, and they are sitting there scratching their heads and how to explain this to a child. No wonder humanity has been so confused for so long. No wonder humanity was so gullible at the hands of the so-called preachers. No wonder that we have been misled and genetically coded to look at the religion in a totally wrong way. When the intensity gets to that level where looking at the wrong way is completely unacceptable, then what happens? The bhava hua gure sant milaya. Then he sends the energy. He helps you. And how is he helping you? He says, Prabhu Vinasi, ghar mein paya. He says, you are looking at the wrong place. You are looking in the wrong direction. Oh, but my Guru, I do not have the senses that can look inside. He says, yeah. Now you got the real message. The senses are there, but they are dormant. They are hidden. They are silent. They are quiet. Your mind is making so much noise inside that you cannot experience any single thing. Once in a while, in a blue moon, you get a glimpse and you suddenly get scared. Whatever. Nothing happened. Your inner ear heard something. Your inner eye saw something which is unbelievable to you. Believe it, it is true. And you can see that, you can use that forever and ever if you will put yourself through the discipline and the regimen that's required to do. Well, when will that happen? Well, I can't give you a guarantee. Well, there lies the problem. I went to the university, they said you take 4 years course, you will become a doctor. I'm asking you, would a 40 years course will help it? And you are saying, I don't know. Now, how do I get on this path? Here comes the faith. Do you trust your master? The one who told you? Do you have any faith in him? If you do, you can get on the path. If you don't, this is not a process for you. Go living the life that you're living right now. Which is what? Dog's life, cat's life, animal's life, bird's life. You will only live a human life if you have started on the path. You go to the other masters, they will try to make you another animal. Become strong. Well, can you become strong like horse? Become fierce. You become fierce like a tiger? Become faithful. Can you become faithful like a dog? The birds are and the animals are doing everything better than you are doing, no matter what. The birds are and the animals are raising their children better than you are. They give the birds the way you do, and they raise them, and then they feed them up. The animal can come back to the mother, to the parent. The parent will not be eating. What do we do? Well, now you are married, now you have children, but you stay with me. Why? Because that's mother's heart. Well, you are not a mother, you have not given the birth, so you really don't know how it feels. Now, on the contrary, I know exactly how it feels. You are trapped in attachment. Get rid of this attachment. Attachment is poison. Get rid of it. Free them. Let them live their life. Let them enjoy their own way. Let them follow their destiny. Don't keep on pulling them back. No, but you are a father. You have no clue what you are saying. You are heartless, stone-hearted. I don't understand. A very common dialogue between husband and wife, particularly in the Eastern culture. The mothers just don't want their children to go away. That's simply it. That's the end of story. I am not going to listen to any argument. I'm not going to listen to any discussion. I'm not going to listen to any logic. Whether you are, they have now a syndrome in in the medical literature called Jewish mother syndrome. What is that? Jewish mother is expert in putting the guilt on the child to keep holding them to make them do what they want them to do through the feeling of guilt. And when a man or a woman does something out of guilt, it creates other psychological problems which they are not concerned about. Mother doesn't care what other is doing to you, but you do what I want to do. If not, here comes the tears, and here comes the blame, and here comes I kept you for 9 months, etc., etc., as if she had a choice. The birds and the animals are doing a much better job than humans are doing anywhere. An animal has not devised a process by killing their own species. They have not done any such thing. Human is the only animal. Animals do not kill for pleasure. Human is the only animal that kills for pleasure. And you might say, well, wait a minute, we are living in the Western world. Here the meat is a food. Well, does it have to be? Don't we have a choice? It does not have to be food. We made it. And now we go, and what do? We mass produce the animals. They have now stumbled upon a secret which only was published last week, that they have found an animal which has produced 8 eggs without the help of a male. Lizard has buried the 8 eggs and they are waiting for them to what comes out of it. And there are 2, one in the East Coast and one in the West Coast, and they are surprised what is happening. It's opening another secret for us. Nature has far more mysterious things hidden in them than we will ever be able to decipher. So what you should do, start living better than the animals. We do everything else. We don't want to be compared to the animals, right? And then we consider you are stubborn like a jackass. You are greedy like a dog. You're strong like an elephant, or you are, etc., etc. We give comparisons. You're smart like a fox. Gurbani is saying, slow down. That's not your destiny. You want to increase that yearning to the level, एक घड़ी न मिलते तो कल युग होता, उनकद मिलिए प्रियतुद भगवंता, बोले रैन न विहावे, नींद न आवे, बिन देखे गुर दरबारे जियो. Now I can't sleep. I'm going to stay up all day, all night, and I'm waiting for you to give me the hint where you are. Tana Sudesh jahan tu bas gaya, mere sajjan meet murare. Just give me the hint. Let me experience you. And when the burning comes to that level, Bhag hua gure sant milaya, the 4th stage, Prabha banasi ghar mein paya. He said it's inside you. Sev kari pal chatana vishra jannanik das tumhare jiyo. Now once you find it, and the secret is understood, and you are ready to walk on that path, do what? Don't let go. Don't let go. Hold on to it tight, because there is nothing else like this. You have seen it, you have experienced it, you have known it. Em kari pal chatana vishra jan nanak das tumhare jiyo. How koli jiyo kol kumai jan nanak das tumhare jiyo. So the whole hymn describes those 4 stages of evolution, getting closer to the energy. There are not any letters, any father. So, if you are there, then what happens? It says, Sharutu Sahavi Yedatudu Samali. Now, it does not matter what weather it is. Summer or winter or and the fall season or spring, it is irrelevant. All seasons will look the same pleasant one. Why? Because the seasons are changing outside. The inside is not changing now. The inside eyes are different. Inside ears are different. Inside tongue is different. Everything is different. Sarut sohavi jittu samali. So come sohela jo teri khali. Now everything will be done to please you. Whatever is acceptable to you, that will be the only thing done. Why? Because the inner eyes are seeing it. Outer are not. So rida sohela jittu ride tu utha sabna ke datara jiyo. Then that heart which has blossomed with your light, with which I am seeing from inside, that's the most blissful state of existence. Tu sanja baab, sahib baab hamara, how nid tere, akhut bandhara, jistu de, so trist bhave, soi bhagd tumhara jiyo. And let me confirm it, Gurbani is saying, let me confirm it. It is not a partial, it's not any favor to anybody. It is and equal for anyone, regardless of the caste, country, creed, color. It has no meaning. To Sanja Sahib, the same for everybody. That is the main message of every religion. It is our bad luck that the religions have been hijacked by the pseudo scholars and we are getting brainwashed in killing each other absolutely unnecessarily. Anybody who wants, go declare to them, there's no heaven waiting for them. Because if killing an innocent person is going to guarantee a heaven, he might well kill all of them. He wants to have heaven as for everybody. He doesn't want to have. Tu sanja sahib baap mara, nanak tere akhut bhandara, jistu de so tript bhave, soi bhagd tumhara jiyo. Your true meditator, your true bhagat, the true saint is the one who has accepted this as a principle in life, which is to sanja sahib baap mara. That you are same for everyone. Not discriminate anybody. Nauna the tere akhut bhandara. You have everything that is being given to the world. It comes from you. Jistu de so tripta bhave. Those who are contented, they are in the true sense. Soi bhagat tumhara jiyo. In the true sense, they are your meditators. They are your bhagat. There is a equivalent word for bhagat in English language. Devotee? In closer. सबको आस है तेरी बैठा घड़गड़ अंतर तू है उठा सबवे सांझी वाल सदायन तू किसे न दिससे बाहर जियो. Wonderful declaration. You are inside everybody. घटगड़ अंतर तू है उठा सबको आस है तेरी बैठा. Everybody is looking toward you for that blessing. You are inside everybody and Those who try to look outside, they don't succeed. तो किसे न दस्से बाहर आ जियो. You are not outside. You can only be seen from inside, not from outside. तू आपे गुरमुख मुक्त कराए, तू आपे मनमुख जन्म भवाए, नानक दास तेरे बलहारे, सब तेरा खेल सारा जियो. In the end, it basically says, having described what the stages are, having described who you are blessing and who you are not, and then it says, if you are blessing, it's your will. If you are not, it's your will. Why? Because both are needed. Without both, there will be no drama. There will be no khel. Sab tera khel dasara ji. The drama requires the villain and the hero. Right? I would request you to try to write a story in which there is no opposing force. There is a boy, then you need another force. Right? A girl to love. But if there's only boy, where would the story go? There's only one character. Can the story move anywhere? Absolutely not. Okay, now there is a boy and there is a girl and they are loving. Would the story go anywhere then? No, you need the villain for the story to move forward. The villain will create the obstruction in their getting together. And now the drama will start. Because there is a positive and there is a negative. Without either one of them, drama will not move. What's Adam and Eve story? There's Adam. There's Eve. Well, there's a positive and a negative, but where is the starting point? The snake. Think about it. They are in the Garden of the Eden. There are millions of trees in that garden and there are only two humans. What is the possibility of them stumbling onto that one specific tree whose fruit was forbidden? But that had to be pointed out. Don't. The word don't eat. Why was it said, eat only from these trees? And this is stopping there. As soon as you said don't, the devil has come. It goes everywhere. You can experiment in your home today. Whatever the one says, the other says yes. That's it. Yes, dear. Would the dialogue go anywhere? But if the other one say why, now you are ready to fight. Edwin said. A yes always culminates the argument. A no always starts the argument. So if you want to make the life very easy, I remember a friend, he was very jolly anyway. He will get up in the morning and will say, honey, I'm sorry. What did you do now? No, something that I will do to just in an hour or so. I'm apologizing in advance. Stop being naughty. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I being naughty? Get rid of the negative out of the life. And see the quality, how tremendously the quality changes. It is the no. The devil is not anybody else in that story. The devil is the sense of negative. Don't do that. And the whole of the drama started. Otherwise, there was very little possibility of the transaction going any further. So, तू सांझा साहिब बाप मारा नानल तेरे खुद भंडारा जिस तू दे सो तृप्त अभावे कंटेंटमेंट नो नेगेटिव सोई भगत तुम्हारा जियो सबको आते तेरी बैठा घट घट अंतर तू है बैठा सदे सांझी वाल दताएं किसे न दसे बाहरा जियो यू आर ओनली विजिबल इनसाइड तू आपे गुरमुख मुक्त कराए तू आपे मनमुख जन्मे बुआए नानक दास तेरे बलहारे सब तेरा खेल दिसारा जियो दिस इज योर ड्रामा नीड्स बोथ एंड सो इफ यू आर blessing somebody, that's your drama. If you are not blessing somebody, that's your drama. Human does not have any vote in this. That concludes these two things. Thank you all for coming. If anything I said offended you, please forgive my arrogance and ignorance. And if anything touched you, those to take. Has anybody any questions, any comments, discussions? Those who are on the network, the question is that when you are disciplining the children, the negative, the use of no becomes very important. If a child makes an unreasonable request, then you have to say no. What I am basically alluding to is saying the no is not being forbidden. Saying the no, the results are being shown. That saying the no will start the dialogue further. Saying the yes will cut the dialogue off. So it's not said, according to that metaphor, God used the no. God told the devil in the form of snake, go tell Eve to not to eat that fruit. Use of negative is always leading to further transactions, further dialogue, further discussion, further argument. Absence of no will not have that. If there are places where you are okay with the argument, by all means, use it.